The day started off with Amtrak 97, the southbound silver Meteor, with the Phase 4 Heritage Unit number 164. This is my second time seeing 164 in person, in the exact same spot as last time, except it's during the day with way better lighting than before, which was at night. He then departed Winter Park Station on time, like the other Amtrak I saw today.
Dr. Head at 97, time's right, platform's clear. Depart Winter Park, on time.
Next up is some SunRail trains, which I recorded on my phone, since the SunRail workers aren't a big fan of tripods on their platforms, and I wanted to use the camcorder for Amtrak since that's what I was mainly here for. Here's P321 southbound and P318 northbound. I was joined by Ashton for some of these, and throughout most of the day you'll be seeing him. I'll have his channel linked below. At almost the same time, P318 and P321 would depart. Got a nice little horn show from the engineer on P318. SunRail, if you didn't know, has Nathan P5 with their locomotive horns, and as you'll hear in this video, some of them aren't in the best condition. CFRC 108 is one of the few SunRail locomotives that currently have a pretty good horn. It's not on the level of the ones that have gotten replacement horns, but for its original horn and for SunRail standards, 108's pretty good. Next up was Amtrak 98, the northbound Silver Meteor, with two P42 DCs and a special FRA coach in the front. One of my friends caught this FRA coach going south, and it was cool to see it come back up again, and I wasn't even expecting it in the first place. When he saw it, it had two ALC 42s in the lead, unlike this train that has two P42s, still soldiering on even with the uprise of the Chargers. Still cool seeing them out there so frequently.
I need to ride him on a park check. I was expecting that. And then on in, plastic spear, up and around, get the park. He's in the on time mode.
I kept the camcorder out for another SunRail meet with P320 northbound and P323 southbound, since this was about 10 or so minutes after Amtrak 98, and I didn't want to have to run back to the truck and put the camcorder away. P320 has CFRC 103 as the lead locomotive, and as you can tell in a few seconds, it does not have a good horn at all. It's been like this for a very long time, and they surprisingly haven't fixed it. Remember, this is a Nathan P5, and yes, while their horns are restricted, they should not be this bad, and not all of them are like this.
Medium clear, Winter Park. Looks like we'll be spotting up there, 320. Copy that, spotting up. Lake Mary.
About a minute or so later, to the surprise of me and Ashton, P323 came in, with 2012 as the cab car. SunRail's cab cars are also notorious for having really bad horns, and 2012 is definitely an example of that. The ditch lights of 103 illuminate, signaling the departure of P320. The locomotive on P323 is CFRC 100, with a recently replaced new cast P5, which sound really good. You'll get to hear later on. A few seconds later, P323 departs and makes its way south, eventually ending its trip at Poinciana. We'll see the same set go back north in a few hours. The next train was SunRail P322, another northbound, this time with CFRC 101, and a somewhat better horn. After P322, P325 arrived, another one of the southbounds. P325 then departed and made its way to Point Siena.
Rail train T324 northbound will be arriving in 1 minute.
I decided that I wanted to go see Amtrak Auto Train again, PO52, so I'm taking P324 up to DeBary to see it with one of my friends, Noah. I'm thinking that it might have an AOC 42 on it, and as you'll see later, my suspicions were correct. P324 has CFRC 100 as the lead locomotive, which is one of the ones we saw earlier with the really good P5 horn.
Only at designated areas. Estén siempre pendientes de un segundo tren que pueda llegar. Obedezcan todas las señales de advertencia en los cruces de peatones. Crucen solamente en las áreas designadas. Always beware of the second train coming. Obey all warning signals on pedestrian crossings and constantly at designated
I then boarded P324 and made my way to DeBary. It feels nice to ride SunRail again. It's a really nice ride and very clean. It can be kinda hard to find seats though, especially at this time of day. We had a little bit of some slowdowns on the way there and back, which you'll see later. After a while, we crossed the Lake Monroe drawbridge near Sanford. I didn't record a lot of the ride on the way up, since I just didn't really want to, and I wanted to enjoy the ride. This is probably my favorite part of the journey going north, and we'll see it again going back south, with the exact same set. We're almost at DeBary, which is where the real fun will begin.
The next stop is the DeBary station. As you exit the train, remember to tap off with your sun card. And please, watch your step. La siguiente parada is DeBary station.
I got off P324, said hello to Noah, and got in front of the train to see it depart. On the right is P333 with CFRC 108, one of the sets we saw earlier in Winter Park. I didn't want to risk 52 sneaking up on me, and I also wanted to be close to the road crossing, so I stood by the locomotive while P333 departed.
www.sunrail.com website for more information. Consulten el sitio www.sunrail.com para ver más información.
Yeah, CK 37 North, got a clear. DeBary Station.
Here's PO52, the northbound auto train, with a Siemens AOC 42 in the third position. Just like I suspected. That leading P40 DC had a really nice horn though.
Pay your fare before boarding SunRail and to tap off at your final destination. No se olviden de tocar su tarjeta para pagar el pasaje antes de abordar el tren de SunRail y de nuevo al bajar del tren en su destino final. The next SunRail train, P335, southbound, will be arriving. El próximo tren de SunRail, P335, en dirección sur, llegará en 2 minutos.
Well, I guess this is my train.
Please watch your step and mind the gap when boarding the
Well, that was a short visit to DeBary with you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess I'll see you later, my boy.
If you see something, say something. Bienvenido a SunRail. Paso de emergencia. Por favor, salga a través de las puertas de entrada o por las ventanas que tengan el letrero que dice Discretion en cada nivel.
On the way back to Winter Park, we came across this at Horatio Avenue in Maitland. Not every day you see this, but it required the train to stop, have the conductor get off and flag the crossing, then proceed. I was wondering why we were stopped going back north, but I wasn't able to clearly see it until now.
Welcome to SunRail. Please enter SunRail red line section. Bienvenido a SunRail. Por favor, tenga su salida lista para la inspección.
I got back to Winter Park and watched my southbound depart. Up next would be some of the last SunRail trains I saw. First with P332. With one of the best locomotive horns of the day was P334 with CFRC 106 in the lead.
Estén siempre pendientes de un segundo tren que pueda llegar. Obedezcan todas las señales de advertencia en los cruces de peatones. Crucen solamente en las áreas designadas. Always beware of the second train coming. Obey all warning signals after the train comes.
Jumping to a few hours later would be my biggest surprise of the day, an early Amtrak 92, which is also the last train I saw today.
City Station with a complete platform clear. Time is right. Depart Winter Park. We came in on a signal. Still got a force of
As Amtrak 92 departed Winter Park, I made my way back home after being out for almost about 6 or 7 hours that day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for my next video where I'll be going back to one of my favorite spots, the Florida East Coast Railway. See y'all later.